Greetings, my friends. Stormy here. It is my honor today to bring before you a video by one Linda Miller, who captured something extremely strange and unusual, a pattern found in the night sky. In this video, she explains how she took all of these pictures, but only one of them was taken at a certain location that I cannot describe what it is. I mean, I am in awe of what this woman has captured, and I'm going to let her explain it to you.
Don't know, but this is pretty bizarre. Okay. So, all right, I am gonna, okay, everything is reset. Okay, right, so sorry, keep going. Right, because it's just kind of weird. Well, first, okay, if you can notice, as I'm getting the exposure, I'm like, wow, look at these patterns, you know, it's like a pattern, right? And so I start going down with the contrast. Like, that is definitely a pattern. I'm like, so I try to play with the black a little bit, but I'm intrigued at this, like, what is this pattern, you know? So I keep, like, you know, trying to, it's definitely, look at the circles, and there's like a little pattern here. And then what did I play? I put something there, the shadows, like I flipped it over, and look at that. Holy, look at that. Even when I take the blacks out a little bit more, look at that. It looks like, well, when I do that, it looks like a piece of cloth. That definitely is a pattern. Look at the square here on the outside, and then the circles in the middle, and this right here. This is totally from, this is the first picture with my Canon camera outside of the night sky. I'm showing you directly from the SD card into the computer, into the software program, editing software program. It wasn't until I did this shadow thing, I'm like, that I didn't see the full. I mean, I could see it kind of, even right there, I could still see something, you know, and I'm like, are there that many freaking stars out there? You know, I don't know. Like, when I flipped it all the way over, that I'm like, oh my God, you can really see this pattern. So if someone can explain this to me, please leave me a comment. I just really thought that was bizarre. Okay, so anyway, yeah, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to think. Let me know. Leave me a comment, like and subscribe if you like this, and thanks for watching.
Now, it's apparent that this is a pattern, and the way she does her enhancements, bringing the detail out, I'm in agreement. I can't believe there's that many stars in the sky. But she does an excellent job, and this is forming into what obviously looks like a mandala. And it would be interesting to know which part of the sky exactly this was pointed at, because I believe right here, the central focus, that the Earth is receiving energy from somewhere. There's a lot of lore behind the mandalas, and I thought I'd better research onto it and find as much info as I can. So we will begin our journey there. Working on it now. In her comment here, it says it was on June 10th, 2018. And my first thought is the Schumann resonance has been going off the scale. And this obviously is a pattern of energy directed at us. So I thought I would check to see when this June 10th, I believe that's what it said, sorry, June 10th, yes. Here is the 12th. That energy would have been really coming through us. And here's the 10th. And you can see we were getting really spiked on it. But look at the 12th. That is just so incredible. Now, I have also heard that we have jumped from the 7.38 or something all the way up to 90 hertz. That the Earth is just vibrating so fast right now. And that we are all getting a burst of energy to raise our consciousness. And that is going on. That is a fact. We are in tune with the Earth. Without this resonance, we wouldn't be anything. This is the part that binds us, the that penetrates us, not just us, but the whole universe. Here on the Schumann Resonance Today by Disclosure News, we can see that on the 12th, it was pretty stable. On this page, the greater vibrations, sign that the planet is changing. The Earth is vibrating higher and higher. Excuse me. The ancient Indian Orisha is called 7.83, the frequency of Om. It also happens to be Mother Earth's natural heartbeat rhythm. Schumann resonances are named after Professor Schumann, involved in the early German secret space program and was later paper-clipped into the United States. The frequencies are, the resonances, that's a very important word, are fairly stable and are mainly defined by the physical size of the ionospheric cavity. The amplitude of the Schumann resonance does change and is bigger when ionospheric plasma gets excited. So a lot of people are saying that HAARP is causing this, but I believe other powers are involved. We are all spiritual beings, whether you wish to admit it or not. Ionospheric plasma excitation happens because of solar activity, thunderstorms, and scalar plasma weapons and HAARP. Lately, also when the light forces are clearing the plasma anomaly. And here, the resonance from the 6th to the 10th, the very day this photo was taken. Very interesting. But it goes further. Let's check on some other stuff. Here in Mandala, Wikipedia, a mandala is a spiritual and ritual symbol in Hinduism and Buddhism representing the universe. In common use, generic term, ancient history, mandala is a Sanskrit term that means circle, or discord, or object. But we can find some patterns here that are similar to it. I went and searched for mandala picture in space. And actually, there are none. There is no photograph on the entire, I wouldn't say the entire database, but yet none that they are willing to show of what she captured. You can look and look, and it's not there. Now, some people have compared it to, can summon up that image. They're using sound waves. And then you get the argument, well, there is no sound in space, the vacuum of space. But however, it's a frequency, and frequencies travel through space. So let's take a look at some of those. Cymatics is where you can actually see sound. And using different frequencies, you get different patterns. And it's being used in artwork, scientific experiments, and healing. And Lord knows our planet needs healing. I'm going to show a few clips of cymatics at work.
The film you're about to see has no characters, it has no people. It is a film to describe to you and explain visually the effect of cymatic frequencies on texture, structure, water, oil. If you spare a little of your imagination as you watch this film as it runs, you will see many things that answer many questions. You will see living forms, living amoeba, almost animal-like creatures. You will see continents being formed, the Earth itself coming into existence, explosions, eruptions, atomic explosions and bombs. You can see all this and watch it before your eyes. But everything owes its existence solely and completely to sound. Sound is the factor which holds it together. Sound is the basis of form and shape. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God. We are told that this is how the worlds began and how creation took shape. If we put that into the modern idiom and say that into the great voids of space came a sound and matter took shape. Please watch carefully.
So if we have a quick look at the history of cymatics, beginning with the observations of resonance by Da Vinci, Galileo, the English scientist Robert Hooke, and then Ernest Chladni. And he created an experiment using a metal plate, covering it with sand, and then bowing it to create the Chladni patterns that you see here on the right. Moving on from this, the next person to explore this field was a gentleman called Hans Jenny in the 1970s, and he actually coined the term cymatics. And then bringing us into the present day is a fellow collaborator of mine and cymatics expert, John Stuart Reid, and he's kindly recreated for us the Chladni experiment. What we can see here is a metal sheet, this time connected to a sound driver and being fed by a frequency generator. And as the frequencies increase, so do the complexities of the patterns that appear on the plate, as you can see for your own eyes. So, what excites me about cymatics? Well, for me, cymatics is an almost magical tool. It's like a looking glass into a hidden world, and through the numerous ways that we can apply cymatics, we can actually start to unveil the substance of things not seen. So, what does this all mean? Well, there's still a lot to explore, and it's early days, and there's not many people working in this field. But consider for a moment that sound does have form, and we've seen that it can affect matter and cause form within matter. Then sort of take a leap and think about the universe forming, and think about the immense sound of the universe forming. And if we kind of ponder on that, then perhaps cymatics had an influence on the formation of the universe itself.
Ongoing sound, art and science project exploring patterns of vibration. Patterns we can hear, that is to say music, and sonic patterns we can see. Now, how can we see sound? Well, when a physical matter is vibrated with sound, certain geometric symmetries are manifest. And this field of inquiry is called cymatics. Hence the name of this project, Cymatic Music, where my aim is to develop a creative bridge between the basic principles of music and those of cymatic phenomena. Here, a dish of water is vibrated with a low-frequency sine wave. As the volume is increased, the circular ripples transform into a dynamic pattern with five-fold symmetry. And the waveform viewed from above. If the frequency of the sound source is increased, a myriad of different cymatic symmetries can be coaxed from the water.
When I first saw this video, it gave me chills. This is something that I have never seen before. Not a picture of the sky like this that can create what is obviously energy directed at our planet. And it gave me pause and made me think about the ancient stargazers who built all the giant platforms and pyramids to look at the sky. You don't think that the ancient Mayas, or the civilizations before them, built these giant stargazing platforms in order to look at a static sky. The sky was always changing, signs and symbols in the sky, lo and behold, all that stuff. And it's like the Mayan calendar, or the Maya calendar. The 25,000 year calendar, you do not get right the first time. And it was handed down to them, probably from the ancient Atlanteans and then the Lemurians before them. Our civilization is far older, and we are interconnected throughout the cosmos. And this picture is proof. So I will leave a link to Linda Miller's video. Please leave a comment below, and if you would, check out her video and leave a comment on it, and subscribe to her channel. I'm sure it'd be greatly appreciated. Until later, Stormy out.